Hello everybody, welcome back for some Starcraft. This replay today is about a player we have watched and kept up with for the past probably about a month now, maybe a little bit more. And today I logged on to Starcraft and something special had happened. Layzie, the winner of our tournament a little bit ago, had been promoted to Diamond League. And he's quickly become one of my favorite players to cast. And yeah, so I figured we'd cast this promotion game. Spawning up here in the top right hand corner, we do in fact have our blue Zerg, Layzie, also known as Layzie. But I guess he's just lazy. And spawning down in the bottom left hand corner, we have Random! You have to say it loud because he's our red Terran player. And so yeah, that'll be the start of our game here. Layzie was indeed a Terran player. I think he plays Terran from time to time, but I think Zerg is what he's gonna switch to. I know he told me about it at some point, but I don't know the exact reason on why. Oh, burp! On why he switched to Zerg. So yeah. If you guys out there do want me to cast any matches of yours, hit me up, goatreplays@gmail.com. It's only been in like my past 50 videos, but hey, still check it out. Yeah, and hopefully there will be more Layzie games to cast. Yeah. Just getting the expansion here. Gotta wait for that money. I think generally what you do with your probe or drone or SCV, if you prefer, if you're gonna go for an early hatchery, I think the distance that it takes for a worker to get from here to here is about 100 minerals. So if you were to send a drone or a probe or an SCV from here at about when you have about 200 minerals, or if you're Zerg or Terran or Protoss, when you have 300, you send it down and then get your expo. It's something that would be interesting. It helped times out a lot better. And when I've been doing that, my Nexus gets timed pretty well. Yeah, so Overlord, just gonna get in that scout. Terran player, he's I wasn't paying all that much attention, but supply depot wall off with the barracks and a command center. Very good build versus Zerg. I think versus Protoss, it's definitely better to go for earlier units. But that's just from my own standpoint. So yeah, command center going on up. Whatever hatchery, that's definitely a hatchery. Hatchery's down. Metabolic boost is on the way. Zerglings, probably gonna get some early scouting lings. I'm doubting we're gonna see an all-in here because yeah, I haven't seen too many all-ins from Layzie. I think that's part of why he doesn't play Protoss as well. Is because I don't know if he really likes all-ins, or I guess I couldn't really say, honestly. Getting that standard bunker that most Terran players get. Although I think this is off-placed a little bit. I think that this needed to be one block to the left, or brick, or pixel, or whatever unit you want to describe that with. Also, I think it would be better to lower this supply depot than that one. Again, it's just preferences. Queen, getting them injects, both queens. Is this timed out perfectly? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, only 2 extra energy on that one. I think it's decent. It's perfect, actually, I think. More overlords heading across the map, and I think that's what Zerg players need to do with their overlords is make sure they just have map presence, except for, say, when there's one random Viking earlier on, or when there's one random or I guess probably a few Phoenix that can just kind of go around and kill off the overlords. That's probably when it's better to start keeping them near your base. But definitely map presence is where Zerg is, or where really any race is strongest, is when whoever has the better map presence and knows what's going on is more likely to win. But again, I'm not entirely sure. One person could just wing it and win. Probably not in the pro areas, but you know, this is what we're all striving to be at. Scouting SCV gonna see the third. I don't know if this third is better or that one. I think this third is probably better. Well, at least for Protoss. I don't know, I don't like this map because I can never keep my third. Especially not versus Terran. It's the most annoying thing ever. Yeah, the command center is part of the wall up. I wonder, is he going to turn this into a PF? No, I don't think so. This is definitely just an orbital command, getting ready for a third base. Sorry, third base. Just leaving the SCV there. I think he could get a little bit more of a scout, but maybe that's the sole purpose of this SCV. He's just saying, "Hey, yo, what are you doing?" Oh, seeing the transfer of drones. So if the Terran player had any Hellions, he doesn't. Marine siege tank is what we were seeing right here, and probably some Marauders and medevacs. How many barracks? Just 3 barracks. So far, only 8 minutes into the game, but and he is spending his money. So, although that's interesting. I guess it's a good way to do it, though. Works. I think I would get Marauders, though, just in case of roaches. Of course, there's not been any sign. Oh, well, I don't know. Did he see the roach? He did see the roach. So, although a lot of times that's just a safety net for in case of if there were to be a big swell of Hellions to come, or really if there's anything before the Zerg player feels comfortable. That's what the roach warren is for, and probably also to help wall off. Third evolution chamber would be just fine. It's 100 less health. Roach warren, pretty good. Third base getting saturated. Siege tank. I think that our random player needs to start, or to keep producing off of his barracks. He has all these hotkeyed, correct? He's got them all hotkeyed. I think that is definitely what you need to do, is just keep producing always. Yep, and he's doing that pretty well now. Alright, although he does have, if there was to be a lot of lings, they could probably just overrun this, lings and banelings. But the wall is decent. It's decent. Again, not the best. Oh, the creep being annoying. Overlord speed, though. That definitely made me question if it was on the faster. Oh, getting him. That Overlord, man. He's like crying, man. Mutis on the way, though. Mutis are good. Full saturation on this base. And pretty good spending from both of our players. Not 100% best, but they should be getting closer to maxed. Lings and banelings here just to be there. A medevac kind of staring down the Overlord. If it was to turn a little bit, it would realize, oh hey, I'm being looked at. But the Overlord, he's just saying, alright guys, we gotta be ready. There's a medevac right there. What's over here? Two mutas and some overseers, just in case of those mines. Widow mines are definitely the bane of everyone's existence. What is he doing with this medevac? Is that this medevac? That is indeed this medevac. He has it hotkeyed, but he's just letting it sit there. Probably not the best idea. I mean, unless maybe what he's waiting to do is for there to be an attack with probably the most of the ground force. Then he's going to bring this in and drop it and mop up the queen and all the drones. And maybe the hatchery. But, no signs of anything. Lings and banelings engaging off creep, but, you know, when you're going to attack, it's kind of what you got to do. Move command, not on the A-click. Oh, there's the A-click. All those banelings right into the siege tanks. I don't know if that was the right idea. Actually, I think that wasn't the right idea. The Mutis killing off the SCVs over here. Marines coming in to try to stop that. And at the same time, there's more Lings coming in. Mutis pulling the bulk of the bio ball over here. And the Lings are just going to run right on in. And that's a really good place bunker that could be taken out really easily. That wasn't really taken out at all. I think if he was to kill off those missile turrets with those Lings, might be a good idea. And the Mutis could probably come in here and mop a lot of this up. And again, at the same time, he's got the Mutis picking off siege tanks and being annoying. Again, this Terran player's just got a medevac with full energy sitting there. Don't know what that's about. Lots of Lings. Probably going to be another potential counterattack. And Mutis picking off that production. That's what you got to do versus Terran, you know. Make sure they can't produce. Oh man, missile turrets. And that's one thing that I've seen Layzie do is just engage straight on with his Mutis to the missile turrets, which is something that I didn't know was really a thing. Oh geez, Mutis are out of position and they're all gonna die. That's no bueno. And even the Overseer. What's going on? Oh, Ling counterattack. Gonna probably kill off all this. Oh, they're either all gonna die. Nope, they're gonna make it on home. Gonna head on home. I've got 11 Mutis coming on the way. I think those Marines could just stem and kill all these Lings. But I think that we're gonna see a push here from our Terran player, and I think we're gonna see a split of these Lings, and they're gonna surround the Marines, and it's going to be lots of dead Marines. But those are some really stemmed Marines, so just a couple Banelings, and that could be a dead army. And that's quite a few Banelings. If I do count correctly, that was 18. And oh my, dead Marines. Whew! Alright. What does our Terran player got left? He's still got a couple Marines. Not enough, but a couple. I don't know why they stemmed there. We have to go like 4 pixels forward. We gotta get there. Like, right now. I guess he's trying to keep the... Did that Muta finally come in? Or that medevac? Where'd it go? Oh. Mutalisk's getting more production. Man, this Terran player must just be annoyed at this point. Because, who is it? Layzie, his multitasking is baller. And I remember casting those games where he would send about 8 Marines right out in front, and he'd drop the Widow Mines, and then Star Soldier moved all of his units over to kill the Widow Mines. He just ran the 8 Marines in and killed off a bunch of probes. And you see every time he would drop the Widow Mines, he would have the 8 Marines there just in case he pulled his whole army. I think Star Soldier realized the issue and, you know, didn't pull his whole thing. Those Mutas, what are the Mutas upgrades at? 1 attack, and those are 2/2 Marines, so those are going to be some shredded Mutalisks. I've got kind of a doom drop coming on over here. 3 medevacs fulls. 3 medevacs full. There we go. That sounds more grammatically correct. And that's a dead hatchery. But those are some Lings, and he's just gonna load on up. Oh, the Mutas. Oh, the Mutas. I think he's gonna stop this, but if he runs those... Oh, he gets the medevac still, and gets on out. So, sour about those medevacs. He's got his Marine packs kind of split apart, and these medevacs don't really have all that much more health, so if he keeps doing these random little stims, I don't think he's going to have enough to do a full-on engagement, and that's going to be a dead orbital command. And that's kind of a hidden, what is that, 4th base? The other 4th base got picked off, so this will be the 4th base again, and this will be the 5th base. 1 Marine, and oh my, Ultralisks. I think the Layzie Bone's realizing there is a significant lack in, and upon seeing the Ultralisks, our random player, GG's on out. I think Layzie Bone realized there was a significant lack in Marauders in that whole composition, which even would have helped with the Banelings, but yeah. So that was an interesting game, really good, really good, and that was indeed the game that promoted Layzie Bone to Platinum. Random did alright. I just think his random stimmings were kind of what killed him there, and he couldn't really hold a base, and all in all, Layzie Bone's multitasking is just baller. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Send me in your replays, goatreplays@gmail.com. Alright, hit me up with them likes.